In this video, I'll show you how to use gallery control within Power Apps model driven app. Now, within Power Apps model driven app, you have an option to view the data in a gallery format. Now, basically, it is useful for displaying images within your Power Apps model driven app. So, it displays content like how it is represented within OneDrive or SharePoint document library experience. You can display tag along with the image, which I'm going to show you shortly. You have an ability to preview the content in a separate window or as a preview sidebar. And you also have an ability to expand the content to display multi-line text field. You have an ability to select the preview, so tiles, list, grid format, those things you can view it. Now, I'll show you an example which I've done for my contacts within my model driven app. So this is how the view looks like. So you have an option to see tiles, list and grid. Now list, we all know it looks like a simple grid view kind of an experience. But the moment I go into say grid, and if I go into the tiles, I'll be able to see these kind of interfaces. Now on the right hand side you will see something as preview, so you can all configure those kind of components. Now, in order to do that, let's jump into the demo. First, I'll show you an example of OneDrive. So this is a OneDrive application. So my files, I go into the my files. Now, if you see over here, you get this view switcher, right? So it has got list, it has got a compact list, and it has got a tiles. So similarly, you will be able to find that for a contacts application. Then if I click on say one of the folder, so let me go into the agent folder, and now here if I click on it, I'll be able to see the preview. Now this is a preview window, right? So you can even navigate to different components within that system. So I'll go into say, I'll let me open say one of the folder. So I'll go ahead and open attachments as a folder, and if you find any content within it, you will be able to navigate within that folder. So that's an experience you get. Okay, let's go into the contacts. Now this is a simple list view. We all are used to this. This is how the contacts gets represented in a Power Apps model driven app by default. But if you want to have a nice look of this, like say if I go inside a record, I can see that there is an image attached to it, right? There is a first name, last name, and if I want to show it in a more beautiful way, I can go into the view and then I create a separate view. Now I've already created gal contacts. Now here it is shown in this format. Now, if you closely watch this entire page, I've just changed the view and then it has changed this view over here. So I can see the preview pane over here. I can see the actual content here, and within a content, like this is a block, I have an option to put some tag. I can have an option to show some image. I have an option to show some text, and this text becomes a hyperlink as well. I have an option to select as well. So here you don't see that selection thing, but I'll show you how you can view that. So if I hover my mouse over here, I can select it. See, I've just selected. The moment I select, you can see that this has shown you some details, some detailed information, right? Now, this is how you can view the information. Now, if I click on this hyperlink, I will be navigated to that record and I can go ahead and make changes. I can just say title as manager, click on save and close, and then it will be taken back to that particular interface. Now I can see that this person is a male. This is a like a tag which has been shown against that image. I have an option to select one. I have an option to select multiple. So I can select multiple item and I can perform some operation. Or I can just click on here and then I can see the details. See, I can see some field. Now in this case, I've just put a description field. You can put whatever field, like say for users biodata. So your team members biodata or team member specialization, you can add it over here. I have an option to navigate to another record. Now I'm navigating to another record. I've just kept same text for all the contact, but then in your case it will be different. It is, I have an option to select this item, so I'll select this item and then this item will be open. So Mary is Now we are viewing Murray. Now, like that, if I just scroll, I can see all this information. Now, if you see for Tyra, there is no tag, right? Because Tyra does not have any tag attached to it. So I can go ahead and change the record. Now, in order to change the record, you need to change the details like the gender. So Tyra, let's assume Tyra is female. I'll click on save and close. And then Tyra will be shown with a female tag over here. So this is how you can basically add a gallery control. Now over here in the right, this option is called as a tiles. Now you can see the list view. Now this is how the list will look like. Now list has again the same functionality, multi-select checkboxes, or you can see the image hyperlink. And here, as you see, there is a designation like the title, like the manager or owner, so I have kept that as a field, so you can even configure that, and this is a tag. Then I can go ahead and click on grid, and then grid has some different color coded choice list options, right? Now how do we do this? Go into the solution for say contact. Now because you need to first create a solution, you create a table, so all this are created for me. Now if I go into one of the tables, so in my case this is a contact table, I'll just go into the views and I will add a new view. I call it as gallery 2025. I don't want AI generated suggestions, so I just untick that. And here I can go ahead and add whatever field I want. So I can add gender. So full name, gender. Uh, if I have title over here, I can add a job title. So I can add multiple columns over here. If I'm happy with all these things, I'll just click on save and publish. Now I have this model driven app over here. Let me add something below G projects. I'll go ahead and add a table. So I'll add a table. So I'll go to new database table, and the database table name is contact. So I'll add a contact table. Contact is added. Just click on the contact. Now remember we added one view. So that view is named as gallery 2025. Now that is already added into the view. So all good. I'll click on save. I'll click on publish. And then that view should be available for me to view. Now there are other things we can configure in gallery control. Now we haven't configured gallery control as of now. What we have done, we have just gone into contacts, added that contact into the model driven app left menu pane, and this contact is visible now. Now for this, I can see that gallery 2025. And if you see gallery 2025, your full name, gender, job title, but I don't want this. I want a gallery view. So how do we get that? Now there are options. Now there are multiple options, but let's go selecting components over here. Add a component, get more component. Come over here and say gallery. So preview gallery control, click on add. Now here in preview gallery control, if you see, there is a various set of option you need to configure. Now gallery data set, filter form ID, filter control descriptor. So all these things are there. Now let me show you some of the options. Gallery dataset title, HTML, backup HTML name, label name, description name, thumbnail URL, dataset tag name, and like that there are so many other options over here, right? Now let me go ahead and first gallery dataset title name. So what I want is the title. So maybe I will just say uh, put the full name or the first name or the last name. So I'll just put the full name as a gallery dataset title. Then I have another option to select. So once this gets selected, I will go to gallery dataset HTML name. Now you can see the description. Now the gallery dataset HTML name. Maybe I will just put last name. So you can configure whichever column you want. I'm just configuring it randomly, just to show you an example that these all things are possible. Now gallery dataset backup HTML name, gallery dataset label name. Now which label you want? Now in my case there was gender. Now I can put any other field as well, like the payment term. It has to be a choice column. I can put a role, but in my case I'll just put it as gender for time being because I've configured that field. And like that you can configure various other field like filter control descriptor, filter form ID, extended search field attribute. So all these things can be easily configurable. Gallery dataset description name, thumbnail URL name, dataset tag name. Now here in the dataset tag name you can put whatever things you want. I will just put the first name. And once you're done with it, I'll just click on done. I won't configure much over here. I'll just click on done and I'll click on save just to show you what happens. Like if I click on save and publish, now you can see that your view could not be saved and published. Now you may encounter this error with this control. So I don't want you to configure everything and then come here and say, oh, that's not working. So if that is the case, go to switch to classic. It will open the view in a classic mode. Within the classic mode, you can configure the control. So let me go ahead and refresh this gallery 2025. Now remember, we did all the configuration. We added the control for gallery control, and then we clicked on save and publish, and suddenly it threw an error that it is unable to save the view. So that's why you are not able to save the information. And that's why what we did, we went to switch to classic, and now this is opening the view in classic mode. It might take some time for this view to open because this is rendering those classic interface, and then when that classic interface loads up, you should be able to configure the component. Now I've already added that component, so it may happen that once you open this view, now if this view doesn't open, I would advise just refresh it because sometimes it goes in that loop mode, and then it doesn't open that view. So if it doesn't open, I would advise just click on that URL again, press enter, and then that view should be available. Now what might happen in gallery view is like we have already added a control in the modern interface. It won't allow you to add further. If that is the case, then I would recommend you go into the gallery 2025, go into the components and then remove it. Now I'll show you what I meant. Like if you go into custom controls over here, now here it will not load anything as you see over here for a start. Now if I click on add control, here you need to select gallery. So you need to actually find that because the search is not good. Preview gallery control. Click on add. And now here you say for web, I want this. For phone and tablet, it's fine. Gallery dataset title. Now here you need to pick up the actual column. So I'll call it as say full name. Click on OK. Then HTML gallery dataset HTML name. I'll call it as first name. I'm just randomly picking up any column. Dataset backup, dataset label. So I'll call it as a gender code. Click on open, gender set description, and other things. I'll click on OK and click on save and close. Now remember, you are in the classic mode now. Now you're coming back into the modern view. Now see what happens. If I click on publish, yeah, once you're here, you click on say save and publish. Now what happens is once you click on save and publish, it says someone has changed the view, saved the changes to the view, override their changes or discard your change and refresh to see the latest. You just say apply, reload, and then that classic configuration should take into effect, and you click on save and publish. Now, if it doesn't save, then you need to again go back to classic view, make that change, and then come back here again. But I hope this change gets persisted, and we should be able to view the simple configuration which we made for gallery 2025. Now, as you see, gallery 2025 is loaded. It is in the list, in the grid view. We can navigate to the list view, we can navigate to the tile view, and then this is how the contact gets rendered. Now, if I select this, then I should be able to see something which is like the last name. Now, remember, we can configure whatever things we want here. You can configure the description field, you can configure the notes field, etc. So that's it, folks. This is how you can render a gallery control within a Power Apps model driven app. Thanks for watching.